Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, great, thank you. Are you excited about today?
I am so excited. I'm beyond honored. We originally played in FrightFest in Glasgow, and we're being asked back as an encore, which I'm super honored to be able to come back to London and play at the Odeon Luxe cinema. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited.
How are you finding London? Are you enjoying it? What's your favorite thing about London as well?
Okay, so I'm finding it great. I love London. The weather's a bit weird, as we talked about earlier. It's a bit dodgy, but I love it. I love pubs. I love hanging in pubs. We were just in a great one, and we're going to go back to it right now. And just, the people are great, and it's such a fun town, and there's a lot of history here. I went to the Westminster Abbey today. I did the tour. I'm just having a blast.
So tell me more about this project. How did it come about?
So the Invisible Raptor is a creature feature with absolutely no creature, and it came about in my mind at 3 a.m. One of those crazy ideas, it came into my head. I saw the film. I got together with a writing partner that I've written jokes with for 20 plus years. We wrote the script, and it's one of those things where you never know what's going to take off, what somebody's going to find and invest in and create. And that one just happened to be the one. So now we have an invisible dinosaur film that I'm very excited for everyone to see.
Was it challenging for it being invisible? Did that make it easier?
Good question, because we thought initially, the initial pitch that I told everyone involved was, let's make a creature feature with no creature, because then we don't have to spend money on visual effects. Save tons of money. Turns out when you're making an Invisible Man type of movie, there's actually quite a lot of physical gags that you have to do. And that actually takes a bit more work in some senses than just putting in a visual creature. So it was challenging, but so fun, because also within the screenplay, the challenge was, how do we show glimpses of it throughout the film and heighten those beats? And I think when people see the film, they'll see we had a lot of fun creating those visual moments.
So like you just mentioned, you're heavily involved in it. So what is your favorite part of doing this? Writing it, directing it, being in it?
Favorite part is shooting, because we had such a fun cast and crew, family and friends that helped. It was every day we were laughing till our stomachs hurt. We're doing a silly comedy about an invisible dinosaur, so you imagine everybody involved is just having a blast. And I really hope that translates, because we're all film lovers too. This movie is a big love letter to Steven Spielberg's 80s films. So everybody involved really brought that love of film to this movie, and I feel like that translates and resonates with audiences so far.
So without giving anything away, what is your favorite scene?
My favorite scene? Okay. God, I have a lot of them. I will say my favorite scene is when we get rid of a certain character, a child character. When we just get rid of a character by putting her in an Uber and sending her out of the movie. I think that's one of my favorite. I have never seen that in a film before, and I love that. And I also love the surveillance van scene that people will see when we discuss the science of the film and how Invisible Raptors were made.
So obviously we're at FrightFest in London. What is your favourite horror genre, kind of, or horror film franchise?
One of my favourite horror films within FrightFest, or just in
general?
My favourite horror film has got to be John Carpenter's The Thing. It fills you with anxiety. There's so much tension and release throughout. I think it's damn near a perfect film. So I love The Thing.
In your film, are we expecting any good gory death scenes, or what can we expect with it being invisible as well?
Yes. The one, and I should have said this earlier, but in another answer. But one of the most fun parts of making this film was showing gore, showing someone getting eaten by a dinosaur, like you would see in Jurassic Park, but without a dinosaur. So you're just watching limbs and things kind of get ripped off in real time with nothing else. So that was a lot of fun. And there's a character who loses every limb in a very fun way. So I like that, yeah.
What would you like audience to take away from this?
I would love audiences to take away the love of film that we are homaging, nodding to, and honoring. I I miss the days when films really had a soul. And I'm not saying that some don't squeak in there, but in general, the stuff I grew up watching, it really just had a soul, and it was practical, and you just felt like you felt the love of the filmmaking. I hope people that see this feel that love and know that we're guys who got a shot to make something, which means anyone out there who really wants to be a filmmaker can get that same shot, if we can.
And two last questions. If you could sum this film up in 3 words, how would you sum it up?
Sorry, what was it?
If you can sum the film up in 3 words, how would you sum it up?
Oh my gosh. Bloody hilarious fun. Yeah.
I love that. And then lastly, what else can we expect from you in the future?
Sorry.
What else can we expect from you in the future?
Oh, okay. Well, I hope what else you can expect me from the future would hopefully be Raptor sequels. Meaning I want to do Invisible Raptor up until we send that sucker to space, okay? But also we want to approach every genre with our comedy voice, our comedic voice. So I hope that you get to see a film from every style of genre that we love in our voice. Yeah.
Amazing. And also, lastly, if you want 50% off, loads of places for 50% off after you've seen the film or after you've done this. So everywhere around here, half price.
Oh, no way. I love it.
Cheaper than pubs. There's bars.
In the bars. Oh my God, I'm going to get wasted. Okay, that's excellent. 50% off, that's good.
Mate, it's so lovely meeting you, and have a great time tonight.
Absolute pleasure to meet you, and thank you so much for thank you.